Good morning, students. So today I am here to teach you the subject chemistry. So we are discussing in this today the chapter 3, and this chapter has been divided into two parts. So today we are going to discuss the first part of this chapter. So as you know, the chapter name is elements, compound and mixture. So in this chapter we will study about elements. First of all, we will learn how things are composed of different kind of matter or different substance. Things are finally made up of certain simple substance called elements, and two or more elements of different kinds combine among themselves to form what are known as compounds. It is the element and compound that account for all kind of matter. But everything that we come across is not necessarily a pure element or a pure compound. It may be a mixture of elements, a mixture of compounds, or even one of the element and compound that do not react upon being mixed. For example, we can say that the air we breathe contain elements like oxygen and nitrogen and compound like carbon dioxide and water. So now here we are discussing the definition of element. Okay, question can be asked, define element, or what do you understand or what do you mean by the element. So an element is a substance that cannot be split into simpler substance by a chemical means. Elements are further classified broadly into metal and non-metal. So as in the definition, the word came by the term chemical means. So we means method that brings about a chemical change. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, silver, so many other elements are there, cannot be split into simpler substance by chemical means. About 115 elements are known today. Now, as element is divided into two parts, that is metal and the non-metal. So first we are going to study that is about the metals. Most of the elements known are metals. So they have some general properties like metal have a luster called metallic luster. So luster means here it is this shining. Okay, then they are generally hard, solid, but can be beaten into sheets and drawn into wire. Mercury is the only metal that is a liquid in normal condition. When stuck, they produce a sound called metallic sound or metallic cling. Heat as well as electric current can pass through metals. So some examples are given of metals are like magnesium, aluminium, iron, tin, copper, silver, and gold. Now next is that is our non-metals. So these non-metals are fewer in number, means very less in number. Non-metals are dull looking except graphites and iodine. They do not allow heat or electric current to pass through them. They are brittle in nature. Under ordinary conditions, some nonmetals like carbon, sulfur, and phosphorus are solid. One bromine is liquid, and the other, like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and argon, are gases. So the element helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon are called noble gases as they are inactive. So now we are going to discuss that is how are elements represented. So element are represented by symbol. Example like we can take is already given. You can see in the slide. Like as hydrogen symbol is H, carbon symbol is C, nitrogen symbol is N, and oxygen symbol is O. So same like that, other elements also have the symbol as these elements used to contain. So if in the case of two letter symbols are chosen to distinguish between elements whose name start with the same letter of alphabet, like example is chlorine, we call Cl. So in this C will be capital and L should be written small, otherwise the symbol will be wrong. Then for calcium, C capital A small, and magnesium M capital G small, and manganese M capital N small. So this method is used when two letter symbols to be chosen. Sometimes the symbols are chosen from the Latin name also, like Na for sodium, that Latin is natrium, then Fe for iron, then Cu for copper. So student, in your book page number 26, you will see one table is there, table 3.1. So in there you can see some elements name and their symbol has been given. So it is important you can learn that. Now we are going to discuss that is the compound. So first, that is the definition of compound. A compound is a substance that can be split into simpler substance by chemical means. Example they have given like one compound, that is water. So water is a compound as it can be split into the elements like into two parts, hydrogen and oxygen. Similarly, carbon dioxide can be split into the element like we can split into two parts, that is carbon and oxygen. Then sugar can be broken down into carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and salt can be split into sodium and chlorine. So a compound is made up of element. So how it is made? Compounds are found when two or more elements chemically combine among themselves. If we simply mix the elements, they do not necessarily form a compound. You may have to kindle the mixture. Now, next topic we will discuss. So that is our atom and molecules. Matter is not continuous. It is made up of very small part called atoms and molecules. So now in detail we will study about the atom. If we continue to divide a sample of an element such as carbon into smaller part, we will ultimately get a part that cannot be divided any further. So in the 7th century BC, the Indian thinker Kannad gave the name Paramenes to such ultimate parts. Later, such Greek thinker also came up with similar ideas and named this part atomos, meaning uncuttable or indivisible. And in the 17th century AD, the British scientist John Dalton termed them atom. So, definition of an atom. An atom is the smallest part of an element that take part in a chemical reaction. The atom has some characteristics, like first point is the atom of an element are all alike. They have the same property. The atom of an element are different from those of others. The atom of an element show all the properties of the element. Now about molecules. Atoms generally do not exist independently. An atom combine with atom of same element or other element to form molecules. Molecules can exist independently. A molecule is the smallest part of an element that can exist independently. So molecules are represented by formulae. The formula of a molecule shows how many atoms of the same or different element have combined together to form the molecules. Like the formula, we have one compound named water. So in that element is H will be 2 and oxygen 1. So its formula will be H2O. So you can see in more detail, it's given in your book page number 29. Some examples have been given of the molecules with their formulae. Now the next is pure substance. So definition here we are discussing of the pure substance. A pure substance is one that cannot be split into similar substance by a physical means such as filtration, sublimation, or distillation. An element or a compound cannot be split into simpler substance by a physical means. So elements such as carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, calcium, iron, copper, silver, gold. So these are the elements, and if we talk about some example of compound like carbon dioxide, water, sodium chloride, glucose, so are the pure substance. Now the next is about mixtures. So this is the definition. First we are discussing of the mixture. A mixture is a substance that can be separated into two or more pure substance by a physical means such as filtration, sublimation, or distillation. The pure substance that make up a mixture are called the component of the mixture. Pure substances are rarely found on their own in nature. They usually mix to form mixtures. Now there are some characteristics of mixture. In that first point, the component of a mixture may be present in any proportion. The component of a mixture coexist without chemically reacting with one another. The component of a mixture retain their properties. Then the last point, the component of a mixture can be separated by physical means. So student, up to mixture we have discussed in the part 1 of this chapter. Remaining topics which are left will be covered in the part 2 of this chapter video. So thank you student.